So today we're going over Fortnite skins that you may regret buying. So this includes a lot of skins that you just don't use anymore, and some skins that just aren't very good, and definitely not as good as some other skins in the game that you maybe wish you had bought instead of these skins. So we're going to get straight into it here with the Sterling skin. Now this is probably one of the worst skins in the entire game. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this, or at least maybe with the day of release, but other than that, don't think I've ever seen anyone really use this. One of the worst skins just because it's a very plain skin. Don't think anyone really uses this in general, and I don't really think anyone regrets buying it just because I don't think anyone bought it in the first place really. It's not really a skin that was very popular, and probably a lot of people watching this video didn't even know this skin existed, so it's definitely a skin that most players don't even know about, and if you do own this then you probably don't use it at all and you probably regret buying it. Same goes with the Masked Furry skin. This is, of course, the Wrestler skin. It's the male version counterpart to the Dynamo skin. And this male version just isn't as good. Again, no one really uses this skin anymore. It's definitely one of the least favourite skins in the game. Don't think anyone is really a huge fan of this one. And again, if you do own this one, you probably just never really use it. You probably used it the day of release and then just never used this since. So it's definitely one of the least popular skins, and yeah, probably a skin that you also just regret buying in general. But I think we have to go over the Iron Man's Hero skin. Now this skin probably has one of the largest character models in the entire game. There are a lot of other skins as well, including the Hulk skin and Thanos and a lot of other ones, but this one might actually be the largest skin in the game, which obviously makes it a little bit pay to lose. Not only when you're aiming down with your weapon does the skin take up so much of your screen, but also when enemies are shooting at you. Obviously it is slightly pay to lose just because of how large the actual character is. And yeah, if your enemies are coming up against you when you're wearing this skin, they're probably going to hit a lot of their shots because it'll be more difficult for them to miss. So yeah, definitely a pay to lose skin that you probably don't use anymore, and I think I'd definitely just much rather use the regular Iron Man skin. I think that one is 10 times better than the Zero skin. Now we have to talk about the Bright Blaster skin. Now this one, it's just not a very good design on this skin. It's a very plain skin, and I literally didn't even know this skin existed. I don't even know when this skin released. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it, and I don't really think many people did buy it in the first place. But if you did buy it, you probably do regret buying it because you probably barely use this skin at all. There's so many better skins in the game, and it's not a terrible one, but it's definitely not one of the best ones. Just a very plain and simple design on the skin, very basic, and yeah, it's definitely not one of the best ones. And same goes for the Flytrap skin. This obviously released back in Chapter 1, and this is probably one of the most forgotten skins in the entire game's history. And I don't think anyone has even used this skin since 2019 because I just can't remember the last time I saw somebody use this. I do remember seeing it a little bit back in Chapter 1 2018 when it did originally release, but it's definitely been at least 3 or 4 years since I've seen this skin in game, and it's definitely a skin that I just forgot existed. And yeah, most players who do own this just never really use it anymore. There's so many better skins in the game. But a skin that isn't better is the Twistie and Bendie skin. These skins, again, just aren't very good skins, and they're definitely very unique skins, but they're definitely not the best. And again, just for players who bought these, they probably regret buying it, and they just probably don't use these skins. And another skin that nobody uses anymore, and they probably regret buying if they do own, is the Baba Yaga skin. This is one of the funniest looking skins in the game, and I think this is a skin that not many people really bought when it did originally get released back in 2020. Yeah, it's definitely a skin that most people just don't really use anymore, and I definitely think it was worthy of a spot on the list. But I think we also have to mention the Leviathan skin. This was a very popular skin back in 2018 during Chapter 1. It was one of the most popular skins back then, but since then we have received so many better skins, and back then it was considered a very popular skin, a very unique skin, and a skin that a lot of people liked to use. But nowadays there's just so many better skins in the game that people who actually own the Leviathan skin, they probably just don't really use it at all anymore, and they probably forgot to even own the skin in their locker. And yeah, they probably regret buying it because this did actually cost 2,000 V-Bucks as well, so a very expensive skin, obviously a legendary rarity. So yeah, I think most people definitely regret buying this one and definitely don't use this anymore. But those were a lot of skins. Let me know in the comments down below any others, and if you did enjoy the video then don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more. And there's a load more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.